from two things. One, it's pretty far away from how a commercial company operates, and then secondly, it means that if for some reason that the operating side turns out to be Enron and the debt goes bad, I may not have enough capital to pay my losses as and when they come due.
So is this an attempt by the service to make sure that you've got liquid assets similar to what a regulator would want?
Sure. Well, you got to be a real live, honest-to-God insurance company.
Why do you care if I had a loss portfolio transfer? What's the purpose? FAS 113, that's a GAAP ruling. Why does it have anything to do with income taxes?
Well, the question is, do you have a real risk? So I now have $20 million of self-insured workers' comp reserves on my books. And I want to transfer those to a captive and take a deduction for them. Well, that's pretty good. I just got a deduction for... There's a
$20 million.
Yeah. And so the service is going to want to know, okay, is what you transferred things that are really known claims that you've agreed that you owe and you're just trying to figure out how much it is, in which case there's not really a risk there, is there? That's part of what that's all about.
That's really a financing risk, isn't it?
Right. Or is it all just IBNR?
Which would be good, because we don't know when we're going to pay it.
Or
how
if you
much.
owe it.
Or at all.
Yeah. 8, we talked about, that's the risk distribution.
Correct.
Do you have enough outside business if all you have is parent premiums? 9, we talked about earlier today, with the means if you take the position that you've got real live insurance and it's offshore, then you have to pay the excise tax.
Unless you've made the 953D election.
Right. Did the captive enter into a finite risk contract? If so, review the transaction and determine whether there is significant tax avoidance. You shouldn't have tax avoidance.
You shouldn't have tax avoidance, but this question really came about
After Spitzer.
Thank you. After Spitzer, when he raised big issues about finite reinsurance, we've never really completely understood what was going on. That's okay, Mr. Collins.
All right. And this last question about, is a captive asset used as security or compensating balances for the liabilities of another entity, is just another version of, are there loan backs?
Loan backs or guarantees of some kind.
Yeah. I mean,
what about when captive funds are used to secure parent deductibles, when we've got a deductible reimbursement program, using the captive assets as security?
You mean to the fronting company?
Yeah, we're use the captive investments to provide collateral for the LOC that's going to be issued.
And the LOC is in favor of who?
The fronting company.
Fronting company.
Yeah.
Well, and who got the LLC? Did the parent get the LLC? Did the operating side get the LLC? The way I would rather structure that.
It would be for the,
Yeah, the way I would rather structure that is the parent has its own, it buys this policy from the fronting company, and then the fronting company, there's a $50,000 deductible on it, and then the fronting company says, I would like to make sure that I've got enough money in my hands to cover that